Those are two lovely mulberry plants that I got from one of you guys. I'm going to show you how I plant mulberries to get them to produce really amazing fruits. I have one growing that produces continuously. I've never seen it without either blossoms, young ones, or ones that are ripening, or all three on there. And it's planted in a container. So I'm going to show you how I planted that one so you can plant yours too. I believe these are from cuttings, the same as that one. It's quite easy to grow from cuttings. My name is Marie if you're new here. And this is our container garden in which we grow 99% of the fruits and vegetables that we eat. And I share how I do that with you. So I'm going to show you now how I plant the mulberry and get them to produce in containers. So I'm going to plant them in these two 4-gallon buckets. But first I need to put some drain holes on there. Now, here at Farming on the Rocks, guys, if it's elsewhere, maybe you could put 4, 5, even 6 drain holes in there. But here, it is incredibly hot. And even if it is clay soil, it does not hold the moisture for very long. And so we have to put very little in there. I'm going to put 2. And then what I do is I put rocks surrounding those 2 drain holes so that the soil itself doesn't clog it, so I have any waterlog problem. But the water won't seep out as quickly. So I need to put drain holes in there. I explained that because I was asked before, why don't you just put more drain holes? That's the reason why. So I'm going to use this bit to make the holes in the bucket with my little drill. Checking for ants because these ants love me bad. Alright, I'm going to put the holes at about 1 inch from the base of the bucket. So I have sort of like a little reservoir of water always in the container. Just like that. When I plant my new trees, I like to put them right where it's at arm's length. As soon as I come into the garden, I'm able to check on them. And then once they get established, like I did with my hybrid lime, once they get established, then I'll put them wherever I decide. Most times, it's not decided yet where they're going to go. So I'm going to put them right beside my herb patch right here. My son already took the soil up for me. So I'm going to put them right here so I can see them as I enter the garden. I'm going to use their base to stabilize the buckets. One there. These weeds, I'm telling you. Need something else. All right. So where the holes are, I'm going to put rocks. That way, we always have the water draining out properly. I need a few more. All right. Let's put some soil in. Now, if you have like food scraps and dry leaves, stuff like that, you can add that to your container before putting in the soil. But my soil, this one is mixed with um dry cane trash or manure. Some dry leaves are already in there, almost. This is like compost I'm planting in, and so there's no need for me at this time to add that sort of organic material to the soil. I have no idea what variety of um mulberries these are, but all mulberries are nutritious. They're loaded with lots and lots of nutrients, and so it doesn't matter, it's a fruit tree and there are whiteflies on this. I am going to prune these soon and allow them to spring fresh. I understand the more you prune mulberries, the more they do well. So I am going to prune these. I'm just loosening up a bit in the container. It is tight in there. I hope the person who gave me these are watching so you can tell me if they're both the same varieties or if they're two different types. I'd love to know. Just know that they're both mulberries. All right, let me backfill this one. Of course, we're going to go get some mulch to mulch these to keep the moisture in so that they keep hydrated throughout the day. Let me get the other one. I tried my best to keep them alive in these small containers and it worked, so I'm grateful. I want to thank you all so very much for these trees. For the ones I've planted, a few of my trees died. I'm going to try and show you which ones. I don't remember who gave me. One of them I sure died. The same person who gave me the pimento, it along with the pimento was in the same container. The pimento is still alive and I'm going to plant it, but the other plant, it looks dead to me. Mosquitoes. Whenever we get a little rain, the mosquitoes come right out. I can't wait to see these. This is our plant. Most of my fruit trees in containers. I don't know what kind of bug that is. Mutating, letting it stay right in there. This is our plant. All of my fruit trees in containers and they produce just fine. So I know these will too. Let's go get some mulch. This is the pimento, still very much alive. I'm going to plant it next. But this is the plant I'm making reference to. I placed it here to give it a better chance. It was in the shade. I don't know what plant it is, but it seemed to be dead to me. I usually allow my plants to stay there until every leaf drop off, and if it does not spring back, then I know. But I don't just throw them out. So let me remind me who gave me this plant, if you can still recognize it. It came along with the pimento. The pimento is still alive. Let me show you the pimento. Pimento is still alive. Just need a big container to put it in because I don't intend on moving it. It was in this container with the pimento. You see, pimento is still very much alive. So let me get some mulch. I'm going to use some dried almond leaves. Just crush up some. We try to use the things that we have available right here next to the garden. These are dry almond leaves. This is what I'm going to be using to mulch the containers. This maca tree for my work. It should be good enough. It's just 2 plants. For most of my fruit trees, after I do this, I basically just water them. They don't get a lot of care, to be honest. From time to time, if I see where they're getting yellow, I will put some manure on there, whether it be chicken manure, horse manure, did I say chicken, horse, or rabbit? That's basically it. And then I mulch because it is so windy. Sometimes the mulch blows off. I mulch, remulch again, and that's basically how I take care of the fruit trees. And they keep, those are the ones in containers. The ones that are in the rocks, nothing at all. The minute we plant them, all we do is just water them. That's it. If we're to be honest, there isn't much we can do after planting them but leave them to God. So that is what I do. Whenever I plant them, I water them and I ask God to let them be fruitful and multiply so that we can feed ourselves and feed others. And that works. And so that is what we'll continue to do and what I encourage you to do. Plant with faith, water your plant, talk to them and give them as much love as you possibly can, just like a child, and they will do well for you and produce positive. Believe it or not, your plants, they have a connection with nature and positive vibes. Put positivity over your garden, speak positivity over it, even when it look like, oh, mine look now. I'm going to do some more cleaning in the next video. Even when it looks this way, look for the one thing that is doing well and celebrate it and give thanks for it. Be grateful, and your garden will do well. On that note, I'm going to leave you for today. All I'm going to do is water these. I'm sure I don't necessarily have to water it to show you guys. You know how to do that. I want to thank you so much for joining me in the garden. I appreciate you so very much. Your support and encouragement, your comments, they mean the world. So please continue to leave your comments. Please remember before leaving the video to press that thumbs up. It does help. Thank you very much for doing that. And for those of you who have been sharing the videos, please continue to share. And thank you so very much for sharing the previous videos. If you're watching and you've not yet subscribed, I encourage you to do so. It's absolutely free to you. And in order for you not to miss future videos, kindly press the notification bell. So whenever I post videos, you will get the notification and you'll be one of the first to see them. Thank you so very much again, and take care until I see you in the next video. Bye guys.